You don't have to kill him. But
It shreds the magic resistance of other lands. So by using Wing of Astalash with 75 in, we get the most magic damage possible from it with its multiple hitboxes to explode
yeah,
large-scale opponents with ease.
Because
So to
we
expand
got
damage, we gotta wear the
this
full Arceus set.
a
Sorry,
full
the full
intelligent
magic build. You
magic
should also
build.
wear the Shard of
yeah. Well, I'm
Alexander
not a
for
full
extra
intelligent
natural
magic
hit.
build.
We even slap on the Magic Scorpion charm, which ends up reducing our
I know
defensive
about
stats
this.
into the negative. To supplement this, we have the Dragon Crest Green Shield Talisman and pop a little boiled crab to allow us to light roll with just as high defensive stats as heavy armor. I also snuck in the Graven Mass Talisman for a little bit extra skill.
Because you have, because like right here, right, he freaking has 60 figures, let's see, 30 mind, 21 endurance, 11 dex, 11 strength, 17 dexterity, 75 intelligence, 6 faith, and 9 arcane. And it's like, where you got your shit at, because you just, freaking hammer, right, for your strength, and it's like, you basically could run this build. Your freaking stats are everything where it needs to be at, because you're at level 500. Like, his level, right, ain't nowhere near what the fuck yours is.
And but well, I got you.
This heart is an item in Elden
Because
Ring
you got
that
a
turns
whole
the
few
user into
talents,
a dragon form.
they got
It
new.
can be obtained in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Complete the quests of the Dragon Communion Priestess and Egon. Along the way, multiple ancient dragon smithing stones and unique items will be obtained, all of which will be covered in this guide. As usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. I also recommend checking the pinned comment before watching, as I will update it with any additional important information as time goes on. First, to access the DLC, you will need to defeat Radon Cocoon. The first thing we will need is Cocoon, the Dragon Priestess, the Dragon Smithing Stones, and unique additional important information description. Once we've done that, we can enter the Shadow Realm by interacting with Mikola's Cocoon. The first thing we will need to do is reach the Dragon's Pit, and along the way, we can find and speak with the NPC Ego. From the gravesite Plain Sight of Grace, we'll need to head north and cross the Elac Bridge to reach the castle front Site of Grace. The biggest drawback to this build is the super short range, since it is a vis weapon. You have to be right on top of your grace, or else you're going to miss them.
Yeah, but the
Even
plus
if you
side is you
use
can
the
build your
ability to
stats.
sneak around creeps, it's
Fuck that other moves.
just make sure you're right. We can then move southeast along the road to reach the Pillar Path waypoint.
I don't have that one. Man. This path is- That's the end of that.
I forget, he got you game plus bill, new game plus 7 build.
Yeah.
Oh, I like so, like to the I found out that I can
Ah, damn.
blood got nerfed to the fucking ground.
Yeah, they been real bell a long time ago.
Felt worse than what we thought.
I'm not surprised. It was getting used too much in PvP. They shut that shit down.
But my daggers.
But that's why it works.
Say freaking my daggers actually got fucked
But,
all
that,
the way the
but
fuck
that's
up.
why it works.
But I need to use
people.
only one. I don't want to fuck scream, but I can do it.
Pain. The pain.
We'll then need to travel a short distance southwest along the path that is marked with several stone dragon statues. We should find an NPC by the name of Egon laying along the path, and we can speak with him until he has nothing new to say. Continuing along, we may be invaded.
Spare me. Please spare me. Please spare me.
By the ancient dragon man, which must be defeated.
Did you buff
Eventually,
yourself?
we will reach the dragon.
It just randomly buffs all your stats. So basically, what I got to.
This shit's 1,000, man.
Which is very, very fucking helpful.
So you get invaded by somebody. You going for the dragon mission? There we go. Now you can fucking cook it. Way better, man. Jesus. Where did that guy supposed to invade you?
Somewhere, right? Yep. See the little solemn thing? Should be invading something.
Pit dungeon.
I understand. Yeah, well, yeah.
We got So now that you killed him, then you be able to get his fucking.
Well, I don't know. I just looked at. They didn't give me the weapon, so I'm sure I'll get it from him. Just fall the guys, motherfucker. I always like transforming into a dragon. I did it in Dark Souls 2, did it in 3. Me going in the cave just don't
Feel
sound
free
good.
to.
I can't wait to go back and explore and stuff. Ooh.
Of course. Good.
Oh. So,
Look, buddy.
that sounds good. I want to get down here because I want to fight something. But if I can't beat it, I'll just stop. I'm gonna put it on my face.
I mean, you're way stronger now.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be.
Explore this dungeon on your
We'll
own,
find out,
but
though.
for the purposes of this guide, we will just be taking the fastest route through.
I don't
For the
wanna
most part, all we need to do is follow the path lit by braziers and candles.
go. That motherfucker try to come out and smack his ass.
Does sound good.
If we go up to the north in the large ramped chamber, we will find a magma worm, which drops an ancient dragon smithing stone when defeated. But for our purposes, we will head down to the south. This will lead to another chamber with an altar and a large pit, which we can jump down into. Doing so will take us to the boss chamber, where we will need to face off with the ancient dragon man. Upon his defeat, we will be rewarded with the dragon hunter's great katana. We will
All right.
No!
What the fuck? thought you were going straight down.
I want to get straight. Oh, shit. It's these.
Stick to the video.
Oh, there's stuff down in the cave, dude. I like the speed. Yeah.
You can always come back, bro.
Shut up, baby. Oh my god, bro. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
I'm going in the wrong
Then you
direction.
can continue moving south through the large heavy doors to reach the
Behind
end
you.
of the jack.
No!
We will be fighting a lot of dragons. Its great katana and skill, strength, and dexterity, it has a great weapon arc that can be charged to unleash a ranged selecting quest. As a quick note, we will be fighting a lot of dragons. Fortunately, the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana scales with strength and dexterity, and it has a great quest. As a quick note, we will be fighting a lot of dragon quest. Feel free to explore this dungeon on your own, but for the purposes of this guide, we will just be taking the fastest route through. For the most part, all we need to do is follow the path lit by braziers and candles.
Gotcha. I'm supposed to go with that. Let's go up there. Oh, shit.
If we go up to the north in the large ramped chamber, we will find a magma worm, which drops an ancient dragon smithing stone when defeated. But for our purposes, we will head down to the south. This will lead to another chamber with an altar and a large pit, which we can jump down into. Doing so will take us to the
Sweet. I got fucking gloves.
boss chamber, where we will need to face off with the ancient dragon. Part, all we need to do is follow the path lit by braziers and candles. Feel free to explore the cocoon dungeon. Feel free to explore this dungeon on your own, but for the purposes of this guide, we will just be taking the fastest route through. For the most part, all we need to do is follow the path lit by braziers and candles. If we go up to the north in the large ramped chamber, we will find a magma worm, which drops an ancient dragon smithing stone when defeated. But for our purposes, we will head down to the south. This will lead to another chamber with
That's not fucking fair, dude.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Who does that?
Shit, we're losing.
Drop him to the tunnel.
That's right. If the way this shit is set up, dude. I don't know about that damn different. He just hit you. He just watched me hit me. He hit me almost 3 times. They don't care. Shit.
Oh.
Fucking blocked, dude. That's stupid, bro. Man, fuck that katana. Why'd you hit me, boy? Are you fucking serious? What are you doing? Come on, bro. He's just trying. You shall not pass. Oh, you know, I help me beat this punk ass. My fucking brake should, my fucking brake should
By the way, we can play Elden Ring, but just roll. I was going to the settings. Well, this is not rough. Nice. Okay. Go, please go, man. Go ahead, bro. Well, this will be interesting. Where'd you find it in? Prospect Cowboy? Let me drop some things to you. I'm very happy about that.
With an altar and a large pit, which we can jump down into. Doing so will take us to the boss chamber, where we will need to face off with the ancient dragon man. Upon his defeat, we will be rewarded with the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. We will then need to continue moving south through the large heavy doors to reach the foot of the Jagged Peak, a somewhat hidden area where we may continue our quest. As a quick note, we will be fighting a lot of dragons. Fortunately, the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana scales with strength and dexterity, and it has a great weapon art that can be charged to unleash a ranged slice attack. In addition, it deals extra damage to dragon-type enemies, making it perfect for dealing with them, but I digress. As we enter the foot of the Jagged Peak, we can go up on the ridge to the south to find a message from Egon. I'm not sure if it's important to read it, but that's what I did. Also, in the pit, there is a Jagged Peak Drake. I'm not sure if it needs to be defeated for the quest, but that is what I did, so it's probably best to just do that. It will drop a dragon heart and dragon scale flesh when defeated.
So basically, fight the dragon. doing? Man, fuck that dragon. I healed that motherfucker too. That's the crazy part.
Afterwards, we can move down the southern path to reach the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. After discovering the site of grace and resting at
Nah.
the Dragon Communion Priestess NPC will appear, and we should speak with her and accept her quest. She will give us
If you come to a boss, let me know.
Warrior true. Picture
the
yourself.
ancient dragon's blessing, a consumable, and then we will want to speak with her until all of her dialogue is exhausted. Before moving on, let's cover how to get the map for this region in case anyone does not have it.
There you will find
It is
Bale,
down on the Cerulean coast, and
vilest landbound, devour its I will grant in the name of my lord. Warrior troop. In a time the foul becoming a since the land seek commune feel. In a time the foul becoming a since that land seek feel the warrior troop.
to reach it, we will head southwest over the enormous dragon and down into an area full of red flowers. Continuing southwest, we should be able to find a boat-like structure that can be safely jumped down to in order to reach the Cerulean coast. The map is then just a short distance southwest. Next, we will fast travel. Next, we will fast. While we're here, we might as well discover the nearby site of Grace, as well as one of Miquella's crosses. Next, we will fast travel back to the Dragon's Pit terminus and take the northeastern path. From the foot of the jagged peak. Running along the cliff face, we will eventually reach what I believe is the tallest spirit spring in the game, and that will take us to the foot of the jagged peak site of Grace. A short distance further up the mountain, we will find two dragons fighting one another. We can let them go at it for a while, but at some point we will need to interject ourselves and defeat both dragons. Afterwards, Egon should be heard laughing and congratulating us. He can be found lying along the path up the jagged peak to the east. We will want to speak with Egon until he gives us his furled finger. There will be another dragon that we need to face off with before reaching the next site of grace, so it's a good idea to go back and rest at the previous grace before moving forward. With that, we will begin scaling the jagged peak, moving east. With that, we will begin scaling the jagged. Next, we will fast travel back to the dragon. Egon should be heard laughing and congratulating us. He can be found lying along the path up the jagged peak,